Yeah. That guy.
He didn't want to spend his money. He wanted the dog. Now he got him the dog.
I'm at Hawthorne Police Department, where the phones have literally been ringing off the hook since the police department detained a photographer and killed his dog. The incident could have been very easily avoided had they not illegally detained the photographer. The whole thing could have been avoided, and this department has a history of detaining photographers and arresting photographers. So there really is no excuse. It so easily could have been avoided had they acted to prevent the continued detaining and arresting of photographers who are not breaking the law. Are you guys getting ready to interview Scott Swain or somebody from the department?
We did. We interviewed another lieutenant.
And it's now, are you guys just documenting the fact that the phones are ringing off the hook?
Yeah. Yep. They've been getting a lot of phone calls.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Do you live here in Hawthorne?
Yeah, yes, I do. I'm just outside of Hawthorne, but I used to live and work in Hawthorne for many years, and I've been documenting some of the incidents that have gone on in the city since like about 2001.
Really?
So,
like what?
Detaining photographers, arresting photographers, and this whole incident, had they not detained and arrested that photographer, that his dog would have never got loose. His dog would have never gotten shot.
You know that they're saying that they were arresting him not because he was recording, but because his music was blaring and they were trying to do.
Does that sound reasonable to you? They're arresting him because his music was blaring. He was walking his dog, and it's not uncommon.
They just showed me a second tape as well, where you hear the music blaring and you hear them over the loudspeaker trying to communicate with the suspects inside the home.
Yeah, the person with the dog is not the person with the music. It's not the same. It's completely unrelated, and they're dishonest in their excuses. This police department, and I mean,
you hear the music as he pulls up and gets out of the car. You can hear the music coming from the car in the second video.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, so you're saying it actually came from that black vehicle where the dog was eventually put inside of and jumped out of?
Right.
At the point when they were arresting him, was the music still playing? When the dog was in the car, there was no more music. So at that point, what would the reason be for the arrest? At that point, the music was turned off. The dog was in the car.
Do you think that someone else came over and turned the music down in the vehicle?
I don't.
Or do you think he had turned his music down already at that time?
I don't know, and to be honest with you, I don't even care. There's the music. I mean.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I personally have been arrested from recording these police officers from 5 car lengths away.
So they
with no music.
Hassle people who are recording.
They just some of the officers do not like to be recorded, and at the point of that arrest, the music wasn't on. So that's just a really stupid excuse. His music was on. That's why we arrested him, and that's why we killed his dog. I don't buy it. And if it wasn't for their past experience, I've been arrested twice for recording them. So, and I didn't have music on, and both times I was being very polite. So.
And so you think they were just trying to stop you from documenting what they were doing on the scene?
The first time I was arrested, yes. The second time, I think there's not really a logical explanation for it.
What was the charge? What they book you for?
148 PC.
Is that obstruction?
Yes. Is that what this guy was arrested for?
Yep.
See, and if you
Suspicion of obstruction.
yeah, that's nonsense. The charges will be dropped.
Were yours dropped?
Yes. And of course they were, because I didn't do anything wrong. You know, it's just nonsense. So
Twice you've been detained?
twice I've been arrested for recording in the city, for recording police officers.
Both times accused of
the first time they called it eavesdropping. And that was actually in the lobby. I was recording a conversation with Lt Swain, of all people, in the lobby, in the old lobby over here.
Can we talk to the outside?
Sure.
Okay. You have your mic still, right?
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name's Daniel Solomon.
What is it?
Daniel Solomon.
S-A-L?
S-A-U-L. Here, let me make it easier for you.
M-A-N. S-A-U-L-M-O-N.
Yes, ma'am.
Gotcha. Okay. And so you say you've been detained twice by Hawthorne
Arrested.
police. Arrested.
The second time they held me in jail for 4 days before finally I had to bail out. And there was no, the videos. It's obvious. I mean, it had nothing to do with anything except for the officer apparently didn't want me to record them.
And so what were the charges?
148 PC. The first one was the first time they arrested me in the old Hawthorne station in the lobby. On that one, they called it eavesdropping. I don't know the penal code. I forget. But
so you were recording with your cell phone inside the lobby, like today, where we were.
The first time I had a digital recorder, and we were
just a voice recorder.
Yes. And so did Kenneth Swain. We both had one in our pocket. But about an hour into our discussion, when I disclosed that I was recording, he denied that he was recording and arrested me, saying I recorded a confidential conversation, and they ended up losing a lawsuit for that, and no doubt they're going to end up losing another one for what just happened the day before yesterday, and also there's a pending lawsuit for my arrest in November of last year. You know, there's no excuse. You know, there was a.
Give me 1 second.
There was a. Okay.
Hold on, guys.
So when was the eavesdropping arrest?
That was, I believe, I don't remember the exact date. It was in about 2005.
Okay. And then the second one?
Was November 2012.
And that one was for obstruction of justice?
Yes, ma'am.
And you say it was dropped?
Yes. It was,
were both dropped, or just the second one dropped?
The first one, I had to defend myself in a malicious prosecution, and I eventually, the case was dismissed. The arrest was unlawful. And Kenneth Swain himself did that, the public relations officer.
Okay. And the second one, they ended up dropping it.
Yeah.
And what were you videotaping in the second one?
The second one I was videotaping just a routine traffic stop. There was absolutely nothing special about it at all until they came over and arrested me.
I'm going to have you guys switch over to that white house.
Oh, okay.
You're good right there?
Okay, perfect.
Have the trees behind them. I'm sorry, 1 second, okay? That's them on the phone at the station. Hello, Sandy?